Drop Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Football Drop Podcast.
Arguably one of the best football podcasts in the world.
Yeah, not many people are arguing that, but you could argue it.
Mate, you could argue with anything and anyone. You're very good at that.
Thanks.
You
I try.
Having a mass debate with any man in the world.
I would say that's probably not fair. I would say it's probably just you.
Fair. Yeah, I'll take that. How are you? You okay, mate? How's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Week's been all right. How about you?
Yeah, not been too bad. Yeah, it's not been too bad. Not really done an awful lot. But it's been
No,
quite
you say
nice.
that every week.
Yeah, I'm really busy, but I'm busy with just like normal, boring stuff rather than like anything exciting. I
Right.
think that's my issue. I did go to a 40th birthday, I suppose, on Saturday. Marginally
Okay.
exciting. Food was British tapas.
Nice.
But can I just ask you, British tapas, what does that mean to you exactly? What's included in British tapas?
British tapas, I would say you've got to have sandwiches and they've got to be cut into quarters. Has to be.
Naturally, yes.
What else you got to have? You got to have goujons. I think you got to have a good selection of crisps. You got to have some like chocolate there. I think you've got to have maybe some cheese twists, maybe some olives. You got to have a bit of salad that nobody touches.
Yeah.
Yeah, just general stuff like that.
Okay.
Sausage
It had all
rolls
of
are a
that.
staple.
Sausage rolls, of course. It had all of that. But it also had deep fried prawns, some chicken satay, some mozzarella sticks, and some tater tots filled with cheese. Incredible. But yeah, a few other bits and pieces. It was banging. Absolutely banging. And I know we had a conversation yesterday about calories, and so I've tried to add it up approximately, including my 2 beers, approximately. I think it's about 1800. Yeah, and I didn't eat that much. Like, genuinely didn't eat that much.
1,800 calories. You only had one plate, didn't you?
Yeah. That's including the beers. Beers are like 400 something.
Yeah. Okay. Fair play. Yeah, it's
And
a lot,
we
mate.
had a little lemon slice and a Biscoff cupcake.
Okay.
That was amazing, man. And a little Biscoff Biscoff biscuit on top as well. Ah. So yeah, you had a barbecue though. Was it today or yesterday?
Today, yeah, very nice. Yeah.
How was it? Did you eat lots?
It was very good. Yeah, I've probably had too many calories today, but I did a run this morning and I've taken the dog for a walk today. So I've probably balanced it out. I should be all right.
Nice.
Because we have got a challenge, haven't we, this week? So we've got our own individual challenge and then we've got a challenge for our Man v Fat. So if you don't follow us before, then Man v Fat is like a weight loss journey that you can go on for healthy lifestyle. You get to play football. If you lose weight, you get a goal. If you put on weight, you can concede a goal, and then you play a 5-a-side game. They've got 11 aside. It's a bit more of like a community, isn't it? And if you want to join, have a little look on their website, and you can get the signing on fee for £1 with the FDP. Just put in football drop. Is that it? It's football drop, isn't it? Yeah.
It's yep. Use code football drop at checkout. It's got a little like voucher thing on there.
And you can get it for £1, normally a tenner, so you save yourself a few quid, which you can buy us a beer with if you really want to. No, you shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say that. No, we're not going to have a beer. We'll have a
Send us a
matcha
salad. Send
tea.
us a salad. Oh no, not.
Where's the
Have you
salad,
ever
Ben?
had a matcha tea?
Yeah, it's all right. It wasn't my favourite, but I could probably go for a matcha again.
Okay, I mean, I'm turning my nose up at it. I've genuinely never tried it, but it just sounds.
That
nice.
sounds classic, Ben. CB.
I'm being honest. I'm being open. I haven't.
Yeah, no, you're right. That isn't classic, Ben. The open and honesty isn't classic, Ben.
Whoa.
So how have you been getting on? So I've struggled with this challenge. So we've got to lose as much weight as we possibly can over the 2 weeks because there was a week missing because of the bank holiday. Yeah. I've really struggled, actually. I think I've struggled since I've been back from holiday. So I really do need to kickstart back into it. The thing that's been letting me down, I've been like having healthy snacks. I've been having like decent food, but then like I'll just go and like then eat crisps or something or a bit of chocolate or something. I'm like, what? You've really let yourself down now.
Yeah, I think I've had some really good low calorie days. But I've then had some really bad high calorie days. I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's cancelling itself out. Like I weighed the other day, I was down. No, last week I was down, and then I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember, maybe Thursday, and I was then up like 1.5 kilos. Now, also, I know anyone that listens regularly, my weight fluctuates a lot, and obviously this is why I try not to weigh every day because it will just either piss me the fuck off to the point I'm like, I give up, I'm not doing it ever again, or I'll be like, oh my god, I'm like 3 kilos down, this is amazing. And then I won't worry about weighing myself the rest of the week. And then come Monday night, actually, like the official weigh-in, I'm like, well, I'm 2.5 kilos up. What the fuck? How's that
Huh.
happened? So I'm hopeful I would have got a loss. It's not what I wanted. I was aiming for sort of 2.5 to hit my next milestone. I just don't see that happening. I mean, I think I've had about 300 calories today. I've got my last 5K of this week to do after this podcast. Obviously, record on Sunday. So that's part of my last challenge. I'm feeling rough as well, which doesn't help. But I'm just gonna hopefully flood my body with some water this evening, and then sweat out tomorrow. Got a workout plan tomorrow, and just like odds and sods tomorrow. So I'm gonna be quite active. So I've got my dinner and stuff ready. So hopefully by weigh-in I'll be all right. Because it's an early kickoff as well, which is I always find really, really difficult.
I think it's 8:30, isn't it? I don't think it's an early one.
7:30. Ali put in the chat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna be difficult. I don't know about you. I always find I lack energy because obviously, like I don't generally eat too much, if at all, during the day before weigh-in. Then obviously have my dinner, and it's just not enough fuel there. So I might have to have something in the morning just to sort of power me through the day, hopefully. But I'll see how I feel in the morning. See how I feel. See what the old weight is like. Yeah. Are you sort of similar? So you've had some good days, bad days, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. It's just been the snacking. Exercise, absolutely fine. Up until like Thursday, I got a bit of a cold and I didn't really feel like doing anything Friday. Saturday, I dragged myself around. So I've done 3 5Ks. I've done my 15K that I said that I would.
Have you
I've
listened back to
done
last week though? Because that wasn't your challenge.
no. So I said I'd do 15K. I've done 15K. I'll save my 10K.
We'll do
Listen, stop interrupting me. I said I'd do 10K today, but I just haven't felt like being able to do it. So I've done 15K. I did 5K Wednesday, 5K yesterday, 5K today. So that's 15K. Unable to do a 10K due to health reasons, which I think is probably okay considering, which leads me on to, so you had to finish the first challenge because you only done 5. Did you do those two? Yes, I have, yeah.
I haven't seen them
Yeah.
at all. I
No,
haven't seen any of yours. You haven't sent them in our little podcast chat.
you haven't asked me to, so I can do if you want me to.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it this evening. So we got till
Okay.
because we got to the end of tonight, haven't we?
So have you done your 60 that you owed?
I've done 30 so far. I'll be honest, I completely forgot until yesterday.
Okay. So you haven't managed to finish a single challenge yet, but are quick to pick me up on not doing a 10K.
The cut-off date is end of tonight, which is as of recording Sunday. And
It's funny how you've made that up, isn't it?
Well,
this is funny, isn't it? We're playing by Ben's rules.
We've got a week to do it.
No, it has to be done before the podcast starts.
Okay,
has to be, so we can update about it.
Specified that.
No, I just have. I've just specified it.
Okay, from now we'll do it. Have you got a challenge for this week?
No, it's your turn. I have got one for next week, but it's your turn this week.
Okay, I'll have a think during this episode, and we'll
honestly
on this one.
So he's not done any challenge, and he can't even be bothered to think of them anymore. What is the point in this podcast anymore?
Wow,
very disappointing. We'll have to move on then.
Wow. Yeah,
okay, so the next one. Right, we've still got other things to talk about.
Go on then. We'll go into that. I just wanted to talk about him because he.
Okay, go on.
Drama. That was all.
Go on. You've started. You might as well finish.
He's kicked off, and big time at Brentford now. I think he's played it more intelligently than what Isak has, because he's not said anything until now. And obviously, we only got, by the time this goes out, transfer window will be shut anyway. But we've got literally like an hour and 15 minutes as of now, and he's actually said, "This is what the club agreed. I've got it in writing." Isak's not said any of that. He's like, "We agreed, blah, blah, blah." No. This is like, no, I've got it in writing. You said there needs to be an offer from whoever, an acceptable offer. You've had that. You told me to go and find a club. I found a club. Why are you not letting me go? Is essentially, not verbatim, of course, but essentially to summarise his statement. What's your thoughts on this all?
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because you never want to see this happen. It's because it's horrible for everybody involved. You've got the fans who are at the centre of all of it, who are just going to be watching, thinking, "What is our club actually turning into?" Which is a real shame. And then obviously you don't want to see a player, deleting everything off their social media, not turning up for training, refusing to play, then coming out with these sorts of statements. But it forces Brentford into, what do? Do they pay his wages and he's not going to play? Or do they just cut their losses and let him go? They're doing relatively well without him. They obviously, whatever money they get in, they might be able to utilise and spend. I'm sure Lucas Paqueta would probably want to be looking for, he's looking for a new club despite continuously saying that he's going to stay. No, I don't. No, honestly,
hang on. What's your beef with Paqueta? You absolutely despise this man. You call him out. It's not even his team, and you've called him out. What are you looking
just
at,
a specialist, I guess. What was I looking at? The roof? Just the roof.
Okay.
Oh, might make it a bit easier. I can see now. Yeah. So no, it's a shame, but he needs to do what he needs to do to force for a move. I reckon he'll go forward and Wingy, and he will be outside the gates at Newcastle. Let me in.
Can you imagine? Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Be great to see. Yeah. Do you think he'll end up at Newcastle?
Yeah, I can see it as he's pushing through the move. I can see it happening. I think he will. Yeah.
Same. I'm convinced. And then just a quick one on Isak. We're not going to really talk about him. We don't want to give him the time of day and give him the pleasure of knowing that he's been talked about loads on FDP. But do you think he'll end up at Liverpool or will he stay at Newcastle?
I think he'll end up at Liverpool. Yeah, he has to. He absolutely has to stay. He has to go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I feel like the bridges are too burnt now, aren't they, with Newcastle?
Yeah. He has to go to Liverpool. That's what will happen. Good luck to him, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Right, what's on the agenda reveal for this week then, William? Before I interrupted and steered us way off track.
Well, the next one was your one. You wanted to talk about who you look like.
Yeah. So in terms of, I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but when you just meet people down the street or your neighbours or someone that you may know or at work parties, and you just think he looks like an Arsenal fan or he looks like a Chelsea fan or anything. But it's normally that sort of thing. You think he's all right. They're all right. What do you think Will looks like, everyone? Maybe we'll put a poll on stories if I remember to see what team you think Will looks like. But what
Judging
would you
by
say?
your challenges and shit, you'll forget.
Yeah, you never know.
So I think I look like an Arsenal fan. I've pretty much been an Arsenal fan for the majority of my life.
Can I just say though, you're an Arsenal fan, but I barely see you in an Arsenal shirt. You wear your Schalke shirt, your Barca shirt, complete random teams. Not often do you wear your Guna shirt.
You say not often.
I don't say that often.
So what happened was I was approached by a neighbour recently who started talking to me about a great win at the weekend, and I was like, yeah, Arsenal, beat Leeds 5-0, absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? And I sort of said, oh, you support Arsenal? He sort of went, no. I was like, oh, right, you Leeds then? He went, no, I'm Tottenham. I was like, all right. He was like, you're Tottenham as well, aren't you? I was obviously absolutely mortified, horrified. Yeah, didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, no, I support Arsenal. And he just said, oh, I swear somebody told me you was a Tottenham fan. Instantly, yeah, I could imagine it being you. Instantly horrified and just kind of went, oh, okay, all right, well, nice chatting to you, and walked off. Didn't really know what else to say.
Did you make yourself sick after?
I didn't need to. I just instantly went to the toilet and threw up everywhere. Yeah.
That must be absolutely heartbreaking.
I know.
You've worked hard your whole life. You've worked so hard growing and grooming your beard, your hair, your muscles, for some fucker to say that you look like a Spurs fan.
Yeah. Yeah, preach.
Rough. That is rough. But yeah, have you ever had that though? Generally, you do look at people and go, "Nah, he looks like a Palace fan or whatever."
Maybe. I think Man United supporters have got a bit of a look about them.
What Southerners?
Southern. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Really sad in Grimsby.
Yeah. Mate, big shout to Grimsby, just FYI though. Oh my god. So I know we're digressing, but I mean penalty shootout. Oh, just brilliant, isn't it? Just brilliant. And did you see the highlights of it though? Like some of the way they played. Some of the highlights of the way they Grimsby played. Their goals were brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
United was saved by Sir Slabhead again to take it to penalties. And yeah, I mean, United have just been a strange team, and it looked like Amorim was kind of debating on whether to resign. I just found it. I found it funny, obviously, but
Naturally.
it's also quite sad, isn't it? Just how far they've fallen.
How far they've fallen, and do you think they've fallen quickly, or do you think it has been a sort of gradual, steady decline? Because I feel like they have had some highs since Fergie left. They've had some good points. They've been top four a few times. They've got Europa League winners medal. Was it Carabao or FA Cup they won a couple of seasons ago, whatever it was? You know, they've got a few more additions, but I just feel like for me, it feels like the last 2.5 years, they've just fallen off a cliff.
Well, it was season before last they won the FA Cup with Ten Hag, and then obviously chose to stick with him, and then quickly sacked him into the beginning of last season. Jose Mourinho obviously won the Europa League with them, so yeah, they have had some success, but it's been shrouded in disappointment in the league, and it's been a slow decline, I think, since Ferguson left. I mean, he left them with arguably a difficult team to have success with, although he managed it.
Very much so.
I feel like David Moyes was probably not given, and I've got on our agenda actually to give a massive shout out to David Moyes, and it makes sense to do it now because I'm not saying he was right for them at that time, and whether them making that decision to get rid of him was still probably the right decision. Although what he's done at West Ham when he was there was absolutely fantastic. He obviously won them their first bit of silverware.
Yeah.
And since then, since he's left, they obviously got Lopetegui in, who hasn't been able to cut the mustard until today. Obviously, Potter hadn't been able to get a really good start from himself. So David Moyes obviously takes over at Everton and absolutely has been tearing it apart. Like they played so well. Defensively, they're a bit shaky still, but that's his game, isn't it? So he'll get them up and running defensively.
Yeah.
So going back to United, I just think would they have been better suited to just give him the time that they've kind of given Amorim, especially given that he was a successor to Fergie, and that is difficult to do. And then since then, with the exception of maybe Jose, they just haven't been able to do what they needed to do, have they?
No, they haven't. And I saw something earlier this week because Solskjaer's been sacked by
Besiktas.
I can't remember where Besiktas. That's it. And obviously Jose's now he's left or sacked from Fenerbahce.
Has
There was a
he?
debate on yeah, because they didn't get into the Champions League, so Jose's gone as well.
Oh, really? When?
Earlier this week, literally, I think it was the same day or day after Solskjaer, which is mad.
I
'Cause
didn't
obviously
see that.
both.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Someone said, "Is Solskjaer the right man to have United for the next 18 months to just get that culture back, get a feel-good feeling, or would you have Jose back?" And there was so many people was like, "No, why would you ever want Solskjaer there?" But Solskjaer arguably did a decent job. I feel like there was a good, positive vibe coming out of Man United. They had some good games. They had some bad ones as well. But it can't be worse than Amorim, surely. At least he adapted. Amorim's just, this is my way of playing. If you don't like it, you're out. That's not working.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. I don't think Solskjaer's the right. I think out of Solskjaer and Mourinho, you'd want Mourinho back.
Of course you would. But people moan about his play style. All United fans hated it, didn't they? But he won them a trophy.
I think they'd welcome it back with open arms. They had. They
Definitely now. Definitely now.
Can you imagine them moaning? Oh, we've got Mourinho.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. For God's sake. But I did put on my stories, on our pod stories a few days ago, and I'm calling it on the pod now. Jose Mourinho to West Ham. If Potter gets
To West Ham.
sacked, he will take over West Ham. I can see it happening. He loves the Premier League. It's in London, where he's still got a place. He still has a house and residence there. He said he wants to join a club at the bottom half of the league that's not in Champions League. West Ham, arguably, are a decent-sized club, big club. They've got a big following, loyalish fan base. Recent history in Europe.
Loyalish.
So, yeah.
I mean, fair. I won't.
Could be out there.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
Who would take? Do you still think? Because I think we did some predictions, but of who will be the first managers to lose their job. I think we both said Farker, didn't we? Do you?
We did.
Want to change that?
No, you said Farker. I said Andrews.
Yes, you did, Andrews. Yeah, you still sticking with that?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because everybody seems to be doing really well, with exception to Potter. But they got their first win yesterday, so I think he's now going to be safe. It's hard to call.
Yeah, we do have to bear in mind though. We played 3 games, so we say
exactly
seems to be doing well or whatever. Like you could go 6-7 games before you get a win, and all of a sudden you win 4 or 5 in a row, and nobody ever think that you were bottom of the league 5 weeks ago. So,
yep,
it's a big win though for West Ham. That was a big win for them, I feel.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
Right, what's next on your agenda reveal?
Well, I was just gonna add on that Lucas Paquetá has obviously made a real big statement in that celebration that he is going to stay at West Ham, despite being linked with a move to Villa. So that would be interesting.
Love this ongoing beef you have with Paquetá. I'm here for it.
No, just calling it out. So you had nicknames on the agenda.
Yeah, so we tried to do something with like football nicknames. I think it was last season or season before, where it wasn't necessarily just nicknames as such, but it's like describing a situation initially with a football team.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's like Crystal Palace or something.
It was restaurants.
Underrated. Was it restaurants?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was looking at like restaurants and fast food and giving them. Well, it started off with restaurants, but I think it turned into you could do it with other things, but it was mainly restaurants.
Yeah. But obviously, from Crouchy's podcast, obviously they call Abby Clancy San Marino because she kicks off every 10 minutes, which I still to this day is the best nickname you could ever call someone, let alone your wife.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I think it's a ballsy move. So you've got a challenge for next week's episode.
So I've already got one for you.
Oh, okay. So I haven't got one for you yet, and it's really been pissing me off. Because obviously the instant one is Spurs, because it'll wind you up and you look like a Spurs fan, clearly. But it needs to be something that's going to stick and it has to relate. So, okay, if you've got one, my challenge then is to think of one for you for next week.
So yeah, I've got one for you, and my one for you is I think I stuck with international in the same way as you mentioned Abby Clancy, and I actually think you're England because there's quality there. You're a big name, but you always fail to deliver. And the challenges this week have just proven it. You haven't finished last week's challenge, and you didn't finish this week's challenge. You promised it to be tonight. I'll probably find out tomorrow that you didn't do one thing because you forgot or something. So I've put you down as England. So much potential, but never quite lives up to it.
Wow. Fucking hell. I'm going to watch this back. And I was so happy when you said, I was like, yeah. And then it clicked. I'm like, I know where this is going. I know exactly where this is fucking going. I'm getting a shoe in. I'm getting a
Can't just get it
shoe in.
I'll get it over the line. He's got a song about himself, 3 lines on the shirt and all that stuff. Bring it back home. Never done it.
Believes his own hype.
Yeah.
Gets carried away with it. Mate, you're fucking brutal.
And arguably, you could say that the woman side of the Suels is much better anyway.
Are you talking about my mum again?
Do you know what? I wasn't, but now you've said that, yes, I am. I was actually talking about I was talking about Mazza, but yeah, your mum works just as well.
I was like, I know where this is going. He's doing this again on the pod. I can't believe he's doing this to me. Yeah,
The female soul.
Delivered with Maisie.
Yeah, the female side is absolutely smashing it. It's the bloke that's letting it down.
So Maisie's the 1966 England.
No,
onwards.
Maisie's a lioness, smashing it in world football, winning stuff.
Right. Yeah.
You're still living off 1966. Funny how you brought that up, wasn't it? Still living off a victory. I went to grammar school, actually.
On WhatsApp to you for an hour to watch the second half of the Arsenal game with you.
But the good thing is, you've got another week to try and figure one out for me.
Yeah, you've set this fucking bar now, mate. Oh, I could be like England. I'm just going to miss it, aren't I, next week?
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Look, he's got Harry Kane up front. He thinks he's going to fucking sort it out now.
Jesus. What a piece of shit you are. What a piece of shit.
Here he is. He's there. He's lined Saka up on the left. He's got Harry Kane in the middle. Eze on the right. He's ready for it. He's ready for it.
Jesus Christ. So we're sticking with internationals then, I assume.
You can do what you want, mate. I'm up for it. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with.
You're like fucking Andorra. No one knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm so lost now.
Ben's just picking his arsehole up off the floor.
Not the nicknames, but the gauge side of things. I think we need to bring back like the football team gauge of goodness and greatness.
Okay. So I would say so far my golf, I'm probably at say a Derby County stage at the moment.
Wow, really? You rate yourself early?
Yeah.
You've gone up quick.
All right. Maybe I was. Maybe I'm at Margate level. I'm at Margate. I'm bad. I'm really bad at golf, man. I got hit by 2 golf balls the other day.
I fucking forgot about this. This was on my notes that I needed to talk to you about. So I do know this story, but oh my God, I was in fucking tears.
Yeah,
genuine tears when you told me this, man.
I just bowled up to the driving range, just started knocking some balls. I was doing all right actually. Jesus. I was just sort of, smashing them. I was doing virtual golf. Then I just sort of noticed some things going on around me. You just sort of hear shit going on. And you're just carrying on, just concentrating. And all of a sudden, I feel this like massive hit in the back. It's like someone has come and punched me in the middle of my back. I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And there's this little kid in the one next door who must have just absolutely fucking swiped it, and it's hit me straight in the back. And he's just there looking like, I don't know where your ball went, sorry. I apologise to him, obviously, because I'm British.
I was going to say, typical Brit there.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, the ball ricocheted off me and I don't know where it went. That's my bad.
Yeah. So I was in the way of your miscued shot. I apologise.
He was only young, to be fair. So, I was like, blimey. I've never expected to go to the driving range and get hit by a ball, but fair play. Only for 5 minutes later, there was another kid in the other one in front of me, just surrounded by kids. Nothing weird. Absolutely swiped it again, and it's hit me in the chest. I was like, the chest, yes.
The second one was the chest. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was just like, how have I come to the driving range to be attacked like this by 2 kids?
I don't even know how that's possible.
No.
Is it Manston?
Yeah.
So I guess, I know it's like a bit of a horseshoe, but they were like directly next to you, were they?
Yeah.
I don't see how you can shank a shot like that to go that far to the right or left.
Well, let me come to the driving range with me.
Yeah, I will. I can come. I've got some free time, so yeah. I've actually got some free time this week, so yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What's our challenge for this week?
So I was thinking like something like sit-ups or something like that. No. Planks.
Okay. What have we got to do?
You've got to do a 30-second plank every day. You've got to video it. for every day.
30-second plank every day?
Yeah.
I'll make it a minute. Go on.
I don't think I could do a minute.
But let's meet in the middle. 45 seconds.
45 seconds. Okay, 45 seconds. And to clarify, are we doing this from podcast to podcast week?
Yeah, we need to. It needs to be done before the podcast so we can talk about it. Because it's a bit shit if like you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it after the podcast, and then don't.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. 45-second planks.
Okay.
There we go.
So we've got to have. I reckon we should say we've got to have 7 45-second planks because there might be a day that we forget.
Okay. Yep. 7 45-second planks. Fucking hell. Let's do it. There's our challenge for the week. Let's do that. That'd be good. I do like these challenges.
Yeah, I've got a good one for you for the week after.
Okay. I'm not looking forward to that. One thing I'm not enjoying at the moment, Will, and I'll be completely honest, is our Predictions Cup. The simplified extended version.
Right.
You beat me again. Beat me again by a point this week. I've got 0 this week. You got 1.
Oh, right. Okay. That's
Very
good.
disappointing. No, it's not. It's good for you. It's not good for me. So
No.
we've got an early lead. Obviously, we've got the double points tokens, so which is good. But we're at international break now as well, so we've got a little bit of time off, so I don't have to be so disappointed and dread the next game week.
What's how are you getting on with FPL? What points have you got this week so far? I've got 43 points.
I haven't checked it today. I checked it yesterday. Obviously, there's still games and stuff going on, so I tried to check it like midweek, so I sort of know where I'm at. But I did look yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I was still ahead. I was on 28 points, I think.
What are you on? Have a quick.
Did
you? I need to do some change. I've got lots of injuries, so I need to do some changes.
Yeah, let me just. I'll just double check now.
Can we do changes now? Because I don't really play this. Can we do changes?
Yeah, you can change when you want.
Well, you can do transfers.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You click the transfers button.
Oh, transfers.
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, sick. Oh, I'm going to do this now.
I'm on 40 points this week. 40 points, and I am looking at our league. I'm 62nd. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's updating properly because it's just spinning at the moment. Yeah, and I'm 62nd. Yeah, 141 points apparently. So
okay, well done.
We do have. Joe, what? It was funny. So I got a text from him earlier. So our leader currently is Chris Holt. He literally texted me a screenshot of our league with just the eyes emoji. It's good to see that there are definitely people that really take it seriously. And he's a point clear as it stands. So yeah, there you go, Holty. There's your shout out, mate. Well done. But as I said, it's a long season and the weekend is not over yet.
It's a season for a reason, isn't it?
That's a great sale. I love that. That's well done from Andorra.
Yeah, but... Oh, is that sticking now, is it?
I don't know yet. I've decided. Next week I'll come up with it properly. Are you going to do one for Selge for next week?
For Selge?
Yeah, I think you need to come up with Selge's one as well, because we know she listens every week. And she won't listen this far in, so if we say it about 30 minutes in next week's one, she'll never know.
I don't know if I want to.
We have to. So there you go. There's your challenge as well.
I'd say she's like a Germany.
Ruthlessly efficient.
Well, yeah, she's efficient and she's just
known for her engineering.
Nah, she's just a decent person. Like, she's just great.
I'll wait for your real answer on WhatsApp that you can just delete off your phone after.
No, it's genuine, man.
Fair enough. There we go. So yeah, need to think carefully about who I think you're going to be. So yeah, we'll do that next week. Anything else to add for this week, my friend?
VAR had an absolute shocker this weekend.
Yeah, we can't go a week without talking about it. It feels like.
No.
VAR has been. I think Chelsea have bought them in the transfer window. Must have.
You are?
Because they've had.
Say that again.
VAR has been purchased by Chelsea in the summer because they've had some great decisions going for them so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Weekend's game was awful.
The Chelsea game in particular. Yeah, I mean that goal, the Fulham goal, should definitely have stood. It's absolutely terrible. And then you just tend to find that they're reviewing it and still making the wrong decisions, which is bad, isn't it? It is really bad. But yeah, it's. I think it was Michael Salisbury, wasn't it? Who was on the VAR yesterday and he was dropped for the games today. because of his performance.
Really, your namesake?
It's not. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad though, isn't it? Because Fulham. When are they going to get the opportunity to maybe to get a goal against Chelsea? And possibly push on from there, or maybe get a draw, or whatever that is. The same with Burnley. I know Scott Parker was unhappy with the decision for that penalty, but probably the right decision. But he's saying that the referee didn't give it. It's now being decision being made by somebody in a van, miles and miles away, and you just sort of think he has got a point. I think it was the wrong point, but it does suck some of the energy from it. And some of the things that I've seen haven't really improved it. Like the referees announcing the decision and why they've made the decision helps, but it still takes a long time. And you can't celebrate a goal.
No, and I think that's the biggest bugbear, isn't it? Because if you take, for example, technology in football, goal line technology, you don't question it. You just go, oh well, ball didn't go over, it's not gone off, because it works. It's brilliant. And this semi-automated offside thing, no one's really picking up on that because it seems to be working. It's quick, it's efficient, and it's pretty damn.
There was some controversy over the one yesterday. I can't remember what game it was in.
Though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was they put the wrong graphic on, which I mean that's ridiculous, but it is what it is from that side, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but you don't necessarily moan about that. That's an error that's not part of actually the technology itself. But it's the fact that VAR are constantly getting big decisions wrong and small decisions wrong. It might be doesn't actually really affect the game, but it's still wrong. You think this is why there's so much negativity around it, and it's such a big controversial topic. So frustrating.
Yeah, it is frustrating. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, but it is certainly frustrating. I also just wanted to quickly come on to goal of the week, which I think we have to. Obviously, there's another game tonight, but I think we have to give it to Szoboszlai for that outrageous free kick against Arsenal to take Liverpool, a step ahead in the title hunt. Still all to play for. There's a long time to go, but that's kind of first blood to Liverpool almost, isn't it? So I don't think there's going to be a better goal scored this weekend than that, really.
No, and we can only base it on the games we've seen as of time of recording. So yeah, I agree with you on it. We said it at the time. So frustrating.
If there's a screamer in the Villa game, obviously we can change it, but I think that's one that we'll have to go for our goal of the week. And we've got to do we've got to do a team of the week, team of the month, haven't we?
Yes, the worst team of the month we're doing as a mini little thing just to be brutal and piss off fans of that club, really. If we like to be a bit controversial on it, clickbait and all that stuff on the TikTok. So I was gonna say West Ham because of how bad they were, but obviously they won today. So it's
Okay.
a bit of a spanner in the works, really, isn't it?
So is it Wolves then?
Well, this is what I was going to say. Is it Wolves? But I don't think, and this is where it sounds ridiculous, but I don't think they've played that badly. But they've got 0 points after 3 games. So technically it has to be them, right?
I think so, yeah.
It Wolves. Okay. Unfortunately then, Wolverhampton Wanderers, you are officially the FDP's worst team of the month. Our first inaugural worst team of the month for August 2025. It's you guys, sorry. Get better.
Thank you very much for that. So, just to switch on, the next episode, the next record, are we recording on Monday?
No, we're recording on Sunday, aren't we?
Are we recording on Sunday, sir?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, fine. I won't say what I was going to say then. We'll see you then.
See you then. Take care. Thank you.